Okay, we're doing our burn test here just to see how the flame pattern looks. I have it, of course, on the Westwind pot stand with a 12 centimeter of Musa pot on top with about 2 cups of water. I'm not timing it, it's already boiling. It's been on for several minutes while I was setting up the camera, and so what I'm going to do is I'm going to let this go ahead and burn out, and then I'll be back, and then we'll kind of talk about how the stove was put together. So we'll be back in a few minutes. Okay, we're back. Got the garage door open. It's almost 90 degrees here again, so it's a little bit on the warm side. Hopefully enough, by Friday they say we're going to be around 79 degrees, which will really be great. And this is our best time of year for our weather is coming up here, middle of October, November, and all the way through till May. So anyway, this stove I built probably, I'm thinking now, I think I did this about the first of the year here, and it was, I think, not soon after I got the Westwind, and I made these modifications to raise up the height so you could get to the sweet point on the Trangias, and that really worked. It really cut down some of the times on the Trangias. But I'm really kind of like these wick stoves, how they, since you can actually feed them constantly fuel, so I really do like them. And so I decided to see if I couldn't find something, and I just came across, I had a old water bottle, and I just kind of set it in there when it was still whole, and it seemed like it fit. I cut the bottom out. Let me put this out of the way here for a second. Cut the bottom out, and of course used the 1¼ OD by 1 inch ID burner tube like I have done in the past. And then on the top here, I also used, the bottom of a Bud Light can or bottle again, the aluminum bottles again, to make this wick holder on the top. Now you don't necessarily have to use this larger wick that I was using. You can use a smaller wick if you don't want as much heat, and it doesn't change anything. It's just any alcohol will just run into this portion of the Bud Light bottle bottom. And then there's that inner ring that I've been using in the past, and I'm probably going to use it again. I'm going to make another one of these, and I'm pretty much going to use the burner design, the 2-piece burner design I did with the drip ring type. I've already made up I actually garage sale and got 3 water bottles, but the funny thing is I found that the ones I have really didn't fit in there as good as this one here that I had. Now I don't know where I got this one here originally. I just had it and used it. I picked up 3 at a garage sale, and I tried to, I saw that it wouldn't fit in there, so it fell through the first time after I cut this. It fell through, so what I actually had to do is I took another bottle that I had and expanded the edges out a little bit by pounding down on the larger bottle onto this one here, and now it does fit in there fairly decently. It does fit in just as tight as the other one did. So I'm going to have to end up putting the proper hole in here for the burner tube to go through, and whatever changes I'm going to make to this newer one. But it can be done. You just have to watch if you're going to consider doing this bigger style, this wick stove for this burner. You may have to have 2 water bottles, because maybe the bottom of one's not going to fit, and you're going to have to expand out or flare the edge a little bit to get it so it does lay in here decently. So anyway, that's this. Actually, I'm probably going to make this probably in the next couple weeks, and when I get it done, I'll make another video. Now my next video, and I probably should have pulled it out while I was doing some other things, and I'll see if I can get this real quickly. But anyway, let me do this. I subscribe to, of course, Mini Bull Design and Smoke Eater 908, and another guy that I really like too is Digitizer 101. In fact, my last couple of videos he saw, and he gave me some really nice comments, and I appreciate that. And one of the things that he did is he used these. They're actually pole caps that you use for like chain link fence or something like that. You have one, this is a smaller size, and I think this is the bigger size. And I thought I had one more down here, and I did have it down here, but I can't find it at the moment. But okay, there are 3 sizes, and I can't find that one size. Now I have taken these off, and I've made stoves out of these, and they work really well. And quickly, let's see if I can find. Let me do this. Let me just put this on pause, and I'll get back, and we'll be back in 1 second when I have this thing better organized. So I'll be back in a second. Okay, here we go. Maybe I'm a little better organized this time. These are the 3 sizes that Digitizer, I think he had these 3 sizes, but these are the 3 that I found at my local Home Depot. The larger, middle size, and then this very small one. So if you watch his videos, and I would suggest that you do, see how he did this, but you just basically saw these stringer things off, and then you have to clean it up as best you can with a file and that kind of stuff. And so ultimately what you get once you're done with that is one similar to this. This is actually the smaller of the 3, and that one I haven't done. I've tried this one and it works pretty good. And then what you would have for the middle one, because I found that when I actually made it and I tried to put just a wick in it, just similar to this, just put a couple of wicks and roll some of the carbon felt around, it seemed to be a whole lot of carbon felt, and you had to load it quite heavily with alcohols. So what I did is I put a top on it, and that's actually, I believe there's a this is a 1/2 inch hole in there, and this works pretty good. It works fine. And then the larger, again, same thing. You would have so much carbon felt in one this big, it really doesn't, it's not very efficient. So I put a 3-hole pattern in this one. Actually, I think this is a 3/4 inch hole, and these are 1/2 inch holes, and have 3. Now this works pretty good too, and maybe I'll maybe a next video or so, maybe I'll do just a little burn test on these. Hopefully once we get down to some decent weather, I can do that a little bit better and do some real testing other than just show you the flame pattern. So go to Digitizer 101's videos, and you can see how he's done his. And actually I'm going to put a cap on this one too, and I think I'll put a 3/4 inch hole in this one too. This one's a lot lighter than these other 2 are. I kind of like it because it's kind of small in size, and it doesn't take up much alcohol to fill it. So anyway, that's this video, and hopefully you enjoyed this. And if you have any comments or questions, please let me know. And otherwise, we will see you a little bit later. Bye-bye.